Ping G430 versus TaylorMade Qi10. We are talking about two of the absolute heavyweights here, and easily two of the most popular forgiving drivers in golf right now. But here's the thing, most golfers are picking the wrong one for their swing. Seriously, one of these is built for maximum forgiveness and hitting it dead straight, while the other gives you much better feel and workability. And choosing the wrong one, it can completely derail your game, not to mention drain your wallet. So welcome to Golf Gear Showdown, an explainer where real golf gear goes head-to-head so everyday American golfers can actually make smarter buying decisions. I'm Mike, I'm your data and design guy.
And I'm Jake, the everyday golfer voice.
Our tagline is simple, golf gear head-to-head. Look, you do not want to buy either of these until you've seen this showdown, because I promise you, the winner is not as obvious as the marketing makes it seem.
Picture this, because it's a super relatable scenario. You are standing in the pro shop. Both of these drivers are sitting right there on the rack, and you have to pick one. They both sit in that premium mid-$500 to roughly $600 range brand new.
Exactly, and the marketing hype is just deafening. Both promise straighter tee shots, both have these shiny 10,000 MOI versions, but their designs cater to very different swings. Literally last week, my buddy Dave grabbed the wrong one, just because his favorite pro plays it. And let me tell you, it was a fast track to a very frustrating Saturday.
That brings up my favorite question. We can sit here and talk specs all day long, but will this actually help a 15 handicapper? Does this expensive gear actually fix real on-course problems for the everyday player who hits it off the toe or slices it deep into the trees? That's exactly what we are here to figure out. All right, here is the fight card for today. 1, the showdown setup. 2, distance and forgiveness. 3, accuracy versus feel. 4, price and used value. 5, the biggest buying mistake. And 6, final verdict and fit. Okay, round 1, the showdown setup. Let's decode these models.
Golfers are constantly bombarded with the word forgiveness from literally every brand. You go in looking for help, and you're just hit with a wall of different model names.
Exactly right. Slicing through the confusion here, the Ping G430 comes in 4 variants: Max, Max 10K, LST, and SFT. The TaylorMade Qi10 comes in Standard, Max, and LS. Because most golfers shopping these are looking for maximum help, we're focusing this battle specifically on the Standard and Max models.
Rounds 1 and 2, distance and forgiveness. Let's look at the specs. The Ping G430 Max features a forged titanium T9S Plus face with Ping's spinsistency technology. What that essentially does is use a variable roll radius to normalize spin across the entire face, especially low on the heel. On the other side, TaylorMade brings their 3rd generation 60-layer carbon twist face, meant to maximize pure energy transfer and ball speed. Now on pure dead center strikes, they are neck and neck. For moderate swing speeds around 90 to 105 miles per hour, the Ping's naturally higher launch might carry a bit farther. But for faster swings, the Qi10's lower spin profile definitely rolls out more. But here is the real test, right? What happens when you inevitably miss the center of the face? The Ping holds its distance better, period. I've seen it with my own eyes out on the course. Guys who usually hit at 220 are still getting 215 on horrible toe strikes with the Ping. So, round 1 goes to the Ping G430, but only if you are the type of golfer who needs distance retention on mishits. If you're elite on center strikes, the Qi10 is right there with it. Moving to round 2, forgiveness. The G430 Max 10K hits that magical 10,000 MOI number using a fixed 28-gram rear weight. Physics dictates that pushing the center of gravity that deep and low drastically stabilizes the club head through impact, essentially preventing it from twisting when you don't hit the center. Translated to the course, it literally feels like it refuses to let the ball go sideways. When you're standing on a tight tee box with out of bounds just staring at you on the right, that massive MOI translates to pure, undeniable confidence. Now, both have 10K versions, sure, but here is the catch. The standard base model Ping G430 Max delivers elite-level forgiveness right out of the gate. With TaylorMade, you actually have to upgrade to the Qi10 Max to get that same level of stability. So round 2 goes to Ping. But hold on, before you decide, round 3 is the one most golfers completely overlook, and it might honestly be the most important round in this entire showdown.
Round 3, accuracy versus feel. Finding fairways versus sound.
For round 3, accuracy. It's all about keeping the ball in play. The Ping G430's deep rear weight creates a club head that aggressively resists twisting, meaning your dispersion is incredibly tight. I have to score round 3 for Ping. Hold on a second, let's not discount the Qi10 completely here.
TaylorMade's twist phase technology is specifically designed to correct common toe side hooks and heel side slices beautifully. But I'll concede, the Ping is definitely the standard bearer for pure fairway finding accuracy. But round 4, feel, sound, and confidence? This is where I take the lead. I mean, look at this Q10 Infinity Carbon Crown. It's so clean, modern, and it covers 97% of the crown area. And the sound? That carbon twist phase produces a crisp, deeply satisfying traditional impact sound. It just feels powerful.
Compare that to the Ping. The G430 has those turbulators on the crown which are totally polarizing. Some guys just hate looking down at them. And on mishits, the Ping can have a slightly higher pitched tone that honestly can cost a golfer mental strokes before they even swing. Round 4 goes decisively to TaylorMade. It just looks and sounds way better.
Round 5, price and used value. Getting the absolute best deal.
Both of these drivers launched at a premium price point, comfortably sitting in that mid-$500s to $600 tier. They are premium clubs, and if you are buying brand new, there is basically pricing parity between the standard models. But here is your smart shopper move, folks. You don't always have to buy new. Since newer gear is always hitting the market, the used market is where the real value hides.
For sure. A slightly used Ping G430 Max holds its performance incredibly well. It doesn't just stop hitting straight shots because it's a few months older. Finding a certified pre-owned G430 Max gives you unbeatable forgiveness per dollar. Round 5 value winner? We gotta give it to the Ping G430.
The biggest buying mistake. Don't ignore the variance.
All right, we have to halt the scoring for a second to issue a critical warning about the one mistake that absolutely wastes a golfer's money.
Exactly. So many golfers walk into a store, blindly grab the base model Qi10 just because it says TaylorMade, and they expect maximum forgiveness.
But you are ignoring the variance. If you need massive forgiveness to compete with the Ping, you actually needed the Qi10 Max, not the standard model. And the design data backs this up perfectly. The standard Qi10 is really built as a balanced driver, meant to compete much more closely with the low-spin Ping G430 LST. If you want the true forgiving competitor, you must look at the Qi10 Max. Do not just buy the brand. Buy the right model variant.
Now here is the part where we tell you exactly who should buy each one, and one of these answers is definitely going to surprise you.
Round 6, final verdict and fit. Let's talk about who should buy what.
Let's run down the scoreboard. For complete beginners, high handicappers over 18, and budget-conscious buyers looking at the used market, the Ping G430 is your clear winner. If you are a senior or swing under 85 miles per hour, that Ping forgiveness is completely unmatched. If you simply need the absolute most forgiveness possible, it's Ping.
But if you are a chronic slicer, you're going to want to grab the Ping SFT. Now, if you're a mid-handicapper, somewhere between 10 and 18, who wants better feel, or you're just a golfer chasing pure distance on center strikes, the TaylorMade Q10 is your play. And for the fast swingers out there over 95 miles per hour, the low-spin TaylorMade Qi10 LS is genuinely elite.
So the crucial point here is knowing your own swing. Are you Team Ping or Team TaylorMade? Drop your current handicap and your usual miss off the tee in the comments below to keep this Gear Showdown debate alive. And if you want more head-to-head golf gear explainers that actually cut through the hype, you know what to do.